Hi, my name is Sabrina Florentino, and I am the Alternative Livestock Systems Extension Educator at the University of Minnesota.
And my name is Katie Lee. I'm the Apiculture Extension Educator. Today, we are going to be talking about bee safe handling practices as part of our livestock safe handling video series.
If you are a beginning beekeeper, learn how to work with hives from an experienced beekeeper first before working with bees on your own. You could also join a beekeeping club where newcomers can open hives and handle bees under the guidance of an experienced keeper. If you are working with bees on your own, be sure to have an effective means of communication to get help in case of an emergency. Always let someone else know when you are going to the apiary. Carry a first aid kit with you and be sure you understand how to use it. Consult with a doctor as a precaution before getting stung, especially if you are worried about a possible bee sting allergy. Be careful when working with bees on hot days, as the protective clothing worn can lead to overheating. Be sure to stay hydrated. Remember to protect yourself from mosquitoes and ticks while working outdoors.
If using bug spray, remember to wash your hands before touching the bees.
When working with bees and their hives, wear specific protective clothing to prevent bee stings. Clothing worn around bees should be smooth, light-colored, and clean. Bees react unfavorably to dark or woolly material. Ensure clothing has no holes in it for bees to enter. If bees enter inside clothing, they may be accidentally pressed against the skin and sting. Put on protective clothing before you are near the hives and take it off after you have left the hive area, as bees may follow the beekeeper. There are many options for protective gear. Use protective gear based on your comfort level of being stung and working with honeybees. Wear what is right for you. Options for protective gear include a veil that covers the whole head and neck. Some veils are built into a hood that is attached to the body of the suit. Other veils may be affixed to a hat, like a ventilated helmet that keeps the head cool and provides support for the bee veil. Some veils are made of folding wire that is fitted to the hat and keeps its shape. Always wear a veil to protect your face and head. Jackets and coveralls, also called bee suits, should be light in color and fitted with elastic cuffs at the wrist. Choose ventilated jackets or coveralls for hot weather. For coveralls, make sure the leg length is long enough to protect your ankles when bending to reach the bottom box of the hive. To protect against bees or ticks crawling up your legs, use a suit with elastic at the ankles. Use an elastic band around the bottom of each pant leg. Tie up long boot laces to close off the bottom of your pants, or tuck pants into long socks. If you choose not to wear a suit, but are looking for a little more protection, wear sturdy, long pants like jeans or canvas material with a long-sleeved collared shirt tucked in. Launder your bee clothes separately from other items and use a cool dryer to keep propolis, which is plant resin that the bees collect and use in the hive, from getting on all your laundry. While some beekeepers prefer to work gloveless, always keep gloves with you in case they are needed. Gloves can be leather, nitrile, vinyl, or plastic coated. Use gloves that are strong but flexible to allow movement. Nitrile gloves offer the most dexterity, although the bees are more likely to sting through them. Take care to avoid squishing bees if using thick gloves, like leather gloves, as this releases alarm pheromones and can make the bees more defensive. For extra protection, use or attach elbow-length cloth sleeves with an elastic band at the elbow to the gloves to prevent bees from accessing the inside of the glove. Closed-toed shoes are ideal as footwear. Sturdy boots that are at least ankle high are more protective. If you keep bees, you will be stung. Before taking up or continuing beekeeping, seek medical advice if you have a venom allergy or if you have any concerns. People can react differently to a bee sting, from temporary pain and discomfort to a severe allergic reaction. Additionally, immune systems are complex, and each person may not have the same reaction every time they are stung. Some people's reaction to bee venom increases as more stings are received. When you start beekeeping, have another person present to watch for adverse reactions to stings and to get medical help if needed. When you are stung, remove the stinger as quickly as possible to minimize the amount of venom injected. Remove a stinger by scraping or plucking it out. Seek medical attention if the swelling or redness persists or gets worse. If a bee gets inside your veil, remain calm. Gently remove the bee with your hand or move quickly well away from the apiary before removing your veil to release the bee. Never remove your veil in the apiary, especially if the bees are defensive. If you feel a bee crawl up your pants leg, stomping your leg might help dislodge the bee prior to her stinging you. If a bee stings through your clothing, remain calm. If you need to apply doctor-advised medication, move away from the apiary before removing clothing to do so. Remember, when working with bees, work gently and as quietly as possible. Avoid crushing bees as you work. This can spread the alarm pheromone and potentially disease. Ensure any defensive bees flying are no longer around you before removing your protective gear or being around other people.
We hope this video helps you to work safely with your bees.